better. But how is everyone doing today? It is so good to actually see you guys here again after it's been a week. I actually hope that your weekend is actually pretty good as well as your first 2 days. I know we kind of started things late, but a lot of things did kind of happen in my end. But yeah. How is everyone doing today? I am doing alright. And Voice Bunny, Melanie, welcome back. It's good to see you again. And Raquel, it's a little too early to do the save and layer check. We usually do that when it comes to either games or when we're doing digital art, but thank you at least for doing that. But how is everyone doing today? I love the season finale last Friday. It was the 10th time of watching your campaign live. Aw, shucks, thank you. I'm actually happy that we have reached a season 2 finale of our game, and well, Dom was not kidding when it was the longest arc that we have ever faced, and the truth to be told, I am actually looking forward to see where else is the adventure gonna go from here, because, well, we did actually went through a long arc, and I am actually happy to see how Violet's story arc kind of went through. But yeah, as you guys actually need a little bit of a refresher, I should have actually made, you know what? Let me actually do that real fast, okay? Before I actually forget, because I was too caught up with my time. I was caught up with too many things at once back before the last stream and the weekend and whatnot. So hey, give me a minute. Cut me some little bit of slack. Cut me some little bit of slack. Donathon V. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is. Okay, there we go. Before I forget, we have finally reached our latest goal. That means I'm going to played in my streams somewhere down the line later. Not somewhere down the line later. We'll be in the near future after the Donathon. Yep. Okay. Let's see. My Donathon is still going till the end of August. Was testing. Maybe so, but yeah. My Donathon's still going till the end of August, so let's have fun. No, let's have fun while and make the other goals happen. Okay, and let me go get my Ko-fi link, because we did actually, we're just like $20 away until we actually reach our our latest goal, if you will, chat. And I'm actually happy to see how that is going. And paste it. Posted. The potato. Anyways. Now, for those who actually do need a little bit of a refresher, I have for those who do need a little bit of a refresher, the Donathon is still, the what now? Hold on a second, we need to fix that. Forgot to actually, upload that. There we go. For those who do need a refresher, my Donathon goal has actually reached, the latest goal where we get to play Undertale, and we're just like $20 away until we actually add Golem as a text-to-speech for the stream. I'm actually happy that we actually reached this far. I know this Donathon is a lot slower than my first one, but I'm actually happy that we actually do accomplish some level of goals. And you know what? I'm okay with that. does this mean we get new outfits for your characters? Most likely. I mean, Dom has given us a month to actually give us some time to actually design the character. I actually hope I get to design Violet's new outfit before that happens when the game does come back by September. Cause look, we went through a long hiatus due to things outside of our control, and as such, we're entering a new hiatus, but this time it's to prepare to give a break for the game, if you will. I'm excited. If I may suggest, I think the pink from her ball gown is fitting for Violet. I think it's more of a dark pink, but I do see your point. But yeah, enough about that. Today's the day we actually get to work when it comes to our tier 3 headshots, if you will. For those who need a little bit of a refresher, I have a Patreon that serves as the main tip jar that helps improve my work as we actually grow. And it really has been for the past 8 months where we are tackling this new project, and that's drawing NPCs. But we're also doing today's headshot rewards where I get to design my headshots for the people who pledge to me, if you will. These monthly headshots are different from the art raffles that I've done, considering the fact those are sketch headshots. This time we're doing full flats headshots, if you will. So how about we go straight to the podium so we can actually get to work on those, shall we? Oh. Hello, dear.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm alright. I am just actually giving everyone the heads up what's going on, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're copying these. Oh, hi Jay! It's nice to see you there in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and paste this right here. We're only having 4 headshots instead of the usual 5 because one of my patrons is taking a break due to things that's outside of his control. I genuinely hope that he's alright. I got my 4th crochet book and I'm very happy. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Truly. Now then, I am gonna go ahead and start getting to work on this because today is the monthly headshot, so I am looking for the reference for headshot number 1. Yeah, thanks for the plushies. My squishies, there's a difference. Squishies is rounder. Plushies have more body. I seriously need to draw more House of Plushies again, for sure. Music's a bit loud. I could have sworn I changed it. Golem, is the music volume that quieted down? I think it should be a bit better now. It's hard to hear me? Oh, dearest gravity. But I think it should be okay now, right? Now that music track is over. Golem! Stop music. Okay. Play the Ragnarok Online soundtrack. There we go. It's finally going through. It took a while for Golem to actually register. No wonder one's a little... Okay, no wonder one on the left looks familiar. Did Shads ask for another Dead by Daylight or someone else this time? No, it's Shads. It's Shads. He's the one who asked for this particular headshot. Okay, so... IF, IB, ID. There we go. The main food groups and what makes the character headshots. Okay. Let's see, and let's also switch the blue to black. Cause I know what I was trying to cook the other day when I last opened up Clip Studio Paint, and that's something that's for me to know and potentially my patrons would actually see. that you guys pretty much know, I think there's some pigeon ear viewers into the chat who recognize that the soundtrack's a little bit different than usual. Not the tavern music that I usually have going playing in the background, and there's a little bit of a reason behind it. See, YouTube has recently added in their new changes into their program, where they would actually add where they ask you to have mandatory ID identification. So they would, because they're rolling in an AI that kind of determines how old you are. But the problem with that is that there are some adults out there who actually like watching animated shows and movies and whatnot, and therefore would mistaken that as someone who is not above 18. And if the AI actually mistakes you, and if the AI makes that mistake, it's going to ask you for that thing when it comes to the IDs, if you will, which is not okay. People are boycotting YouTube as we speak, and I, for one, I'm just not happy with. Well, it's a little bit loud. Tone down volume to 5. Okay, that's much better. But yes, people are just not happy with what they're with what they're hearing, what they're also seeing it happen right now today. And I'm actually also participating in the boycott too, but it also made me realize something really bad. That I did not know another platform that's similar to YouTube, where I could actually upload my VOD archive. And oh, this is terrible bad, because I got videos in there that I need to upload. And this also includes the Mario D&D campaign that I also have. So that's going to spell disaster in a way. I joined in voice, but we're getting a house appraisal today. Oh, I hope that things turn out well over there, truly.
Yeah, we had someone on Tuesday come in just to evaluate the apartment we're currently living in, because at some point that needs to be sold as well, and we decided we'd rather just be cooperative and supportive on that, because, you know, having a good relationship with your previous landlord helps a little when you're trying to find a new place to live.
I genuinely hope it works out, truly.
It's going to have to work out, else I'm going to be on my arse, or potentially living out of my car, but I have the funds to find a place. It's just a matter of finding one.
Had things been a little bit different, we would have actually, Steve and I would have actually offered our place here in Texas, you know.
I appreciate that, but the reality is I cannot go to the States without a visa.
I know.
And
I know. Wow, that was fast.
Honestly,
You're working on the Watson already? I'm actually working on the faces first. The faces need to go out of the way first before I actually draw the body. But
the other downside is right now, as someone who would be coming in as a quote-unquote Canadian, because the only way I'm getting in would be Canadian citizenship, since I don't require a visa for entry that way. There is a risk that I might be visited by certain members of the Department of Homeland Security. With or without cause, based on what's been happening recently.
I just can't help it, but be a little bit upset.
Me too. Perhaps a little is an understatement in both our cases, but I am hopeful that if we can pull through the next 4 years, that things will start to get better once people realize that they're currently going to be getting worse.
I hope so. Oh, dearest. Hold on, chat. I need a... Oh, okay, I should have took an anti-allergen before I went live. Why didn't I do that? Hold on, chat. Hold on. I need to take this real fast. Okay. There you go. Oh, let's not forget this one too, Nikki. Type. Yeah, right. Ugh. No, I didn't, Lord Bluff. No, I didn't. Hence why I'm paying the consequences of my own actions, which I'm quickly doing that right now as we speak. But I hope that you're okay, Juxa Dragon. I mean, Forrest Gump really is one of the most touching films out there as we speak. You know, I wouldn't mind actually watching that movie again. It's just that I had to, give myself a little bit of patience when it comes to certain scenes and or specific characters when it comes to that movie.
It has been a while since I remember watching it.
You know who I'm actually talking about, right, dear?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Well, I'm talking about the one character who has led her life that is a foil to Forrest Gump's life, if you will. Whereas Forrest led life where positive things positive things happen to him. There is one particular character who has led her life where negative things kind of happen to him. Yep, Emerald Marine knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, Forrest generally has a pretty rough time of it from what I remember. Given that, yeah, he went from his early life and then his service as part of the program that was not so nicely named McNamara's Morons.
I'm excited for the solo campaign that's on Friday. Oh, thank you.
I am looking forward to that as well. But to give some context as to what that actually means. So, Forrest Gump is the character who you could argue is, how do I put this, visibly neurodivergent. And in the 1960s, during the Vietnam War, the Secretary of Defense, man by the name of Robert McNamara, came up with a initiative basically to try and efficiently fill out the conscription quota, because of course the army was going into conscription at this point. That meant taking individuals who would normally be disqualified from service due to their neurodivergence and basically including them in the conscription. And at the time, this program was known, and I'm saying this because there was its name in the 60s, known as McNamara's Morons. I know it's a I know it's an insulting name in the modern day context. I want to make that clear. And I understand it's an insensitive name, but that's what they called it at the time. Basically, they took people with neurodivergent conditions and threw them into a frontline role in Vietnam, which is how Forrest Gump ends up there in the film. And I think there was also, I'm trying to remember which other more serious Vietnam film it was. It might have been Full Metal Jacket, where there is a similar situation with another neurodivergent soldier who gets conscripted, although that story does not end nearly as well.
Really?
Full Metal Jacket is not a happy film.
I don't think I've actually seen that movie at all. I mean, I think have seen clips of it, but never the full thing in its property.
Probably a good thing, to be honest. It's one of those films that explores the dirty, darker side of the Vietnam War and just the nature of everything that happened, makes allusions to things like the certain war crimes committed by US soldiers during the period.
Oh.
And then the only other film I can think of at the top of my head would be Good Morning Vietnam, which basically follows the chronicles of what's effectively a US military radio host and his time in Vietnam, and how the lines about the narrative of the Vietnam War also get blurred in that context as well.
Isn't that the one where Isn't that the one where Robin Williams starred in?
That's correct. Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh. Oh dear.
I recall watching that late in high school. I have no idea specifically why we watched that one.
But you did watch it, and did you came out unscathed or scarred?
Certainly remember the emotional impact of the film, although I wouldn't call myself scarred. But then again, I've seen some other traumatic films. There was one in particular, South African context film, which covered it was a fictional story set during 1996 during a series of hearings known as the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which was a committee set up in South Africa in 1996. Basically, it was an offer by the South African government for people to come forward and formally testify to effectively actions committed during the apartheid era, either in support of or against it, in the hopes of finding some form of reconciliation. And there's a lot of his tackling of the themes of both how, from the South African perspective, you try and reconcile. I think for me the first really powerful scene, because the film stars basically the characters in the film are let me see if I recall this correctly. It was a white female South African journalist and a African American journalist who were both covering it. And there was a particularly gruesome description of a particular event that had happened. I specifically remember the white Cyberman journalist having to leave the room in tears because of what was being described. And the African American journalist turns to effectively his South African guide and asks, "Why is nobody else in the room crying?" To which the guide responds, "We've already done our crying," because of course that's in reference to all of the pain and suffering that these actions caused during apartheid, and there are a whole bunch of other darker scenes that really drove home the trauma and the effects of that regime.
Oh, that's
But yeah, that tends to be the theme of these darker stories, unfortunately. What makes these ones particularly ugly is the fact that these aren't imaginary stories. These are based on very real events that unfortunately have happened.
And this was long before your time, huh?
Yes and no. I was born in 91. In the last 5 years or so of the apartheid regime. It formally ended completely in 1996, so after the final transition to the full democratic elections. And it was in the same year where the TRC actually happened. But there was still, even in that period, a lot of political violence happening during that period. And so even up to those last years where I was growing up, there was a lot of change and transition happening. I had no idea because, of course, I was 5 years old. How would I have known any better? But it was happening. How did we get here from Forrest Gump again?
We talked because it was a war movie from Vietnam, and it kind of did escalate from there.
Mm-hmm. Only other war movie that I think, actually, yeah, there's a couple of war movies that come to mind that I've really seen. The one that I only really stuck to for a while was because I had it on DVD. It was a film called Windtalkers, which is it's a World War II film which stars Nicolas Cage. So take that as you will.
Sorry, I thought it's unrelated, but I could have sworn I heard the door opening, and I thought it was Steve, but no, it was Grace.
Cat.
You heard that, don't you?
I did not hear that, unfortunately, but yes, don't scare your mother, Cat.
Grace. Hold on a second, chat. Little bit of a cat break.
Catus.
Don't.
Let me know if you can still hear me.
I can still hear you, but can you hear her a brief moment ago? Because she did meow.
I missed that, but the basic premise of Windtalkers is Nicolas Cage plays the role of a veteran who's injured in the line of duty, basically fakes a full recovery in order to get back onto the line of duty. And because he's a veteran, he ends up being assigned to protect a radio operator. This radio operator is from the Navajo tribe of indigenous Americans. And during World War II, what they ended up doing is they used the Navajo language as a form of code encryption for US forces over radio. And so it was basically paramount that he was kept alive, and there was also just this, apart from the fact it was the World War II Pacific, which was probably the reason I got to do it in the first place, there was a whole bunch of explorations of the topics of racism at the time. It's not uncommon, for example, to hear about the way that Japanese Americans were treated during particularly the early parts of World War II, and just the way that the Japanese American Infantry Division was also treated, even considering the actions that they performed on the Western Front as well. And the other major films that I remember explicitly watching World War II related. Flags of Our Fathers and Letters from Iwo Jima.
I don't think I've actually seen that one. I remember my dad talked about it, but I didn't see it proper.
So both films are technically taken from the same battle, but from different perspectives.
Oh.
So, Flags of Our Fathers follows the story of the American Marines who raised the flag over Mount Suribachi on Iwo Jima, specifically about not only the flag raising itself, but how they then had to cope with basically turning into overnight celebrities and being dragged away from the front to effectively go and advertise war bonds. And all of the drama and less than ideal feelings that followed that. And Letters from Iwo Jima was exploring the life of a Japanese soldier who was stationed on Iwo Jima during the battle, and basically coping with the realities of living in Imperial Japan during the time, where there was this extreme sense of honor, duty, basically just the general abuse that comes with that. And all while fighting a battle that we know, and arguably they knew as well, was doomed from the start.
Yeah. I mean, I remember very vividly of seeing this one film that's taken in the Philippines, when Japan has invaded the said country. I still remember that thing very vividly. That movie has taken place in the Bohol region, which is one of the significant islands in the Visayan region of the Philippines. But yeah.
That does remind me of one film that I have seen. It's been a long while, but that did just remind me of one other film. I think it was called The Great Raid, which was when the Americans came back to the Philippines. Specifically, they were going back to the death camp at Bataan. And it was the operation to basically liberate the American prisoners of war who had been left in the Philippines after the Japanese invasion.
I wouldn't say this. I need to answer this question. I wouldn't say this explicitly a war film, but what about Schindler's List?
Yeah, that is also an important film in that respect. I think I also recall a film specifically that covered the life of Anne Frank as well.
I actually watched those two films once, but once is enough to actually leave the strongest impression on me. I remember that the director behind Schindler's List, the moment he was done recording it, he couldn't actually bring it to himself to actually cast Nazis into Indiana Jones ever again, because the film is not for the faint of heart. It is 2.5 hours of a pain that nobody wishes to go through. And dear God, it really did sort of deliver on why it was bad. I mean, it was so bad that Robin Williams has to actually talk to that said director. Where was it that the director phones his friend Robin Williams at the time to actually help cheer him up, because the movie was that intense to create. Yeah! Ow!
And I'm reminded of another film. I don't explicitly remember the name, but it was a film about a German youth growing up in I think it was 1930s or 1940s Germany, and how they had been, how do I put this? They had been brought into, or he had volunteered to join the youth organization of the No Mustache Man, let's call it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it basically chronicles his increasingly more painful disillusion, which I recall the last straw specifically being when they were effectively conscripted by their seniors, and I don't mean like senior kids, I mean like the adults, to go and hunt down escaped Russian POWs with rifles. And I remember I don't remember whether he failed and was kicked out or whether he effectively resigned, but basically he was told to return everything that the group owned back to him. He basically strips down to his underwear, at which point the officer in front of him then says the underwear is ours too, and he has to go back home completely naked because they literally stripped him of everything,
Jesus.
physically and metaphorically.
I remember that it was said that after it was over, there is a good number of German citizens definitely had what's the right word for this, because it keeps slipping in my mind. I remember that a good German citizens had to go through a good chunk of generational trauma that it was the result of the said war.
That's to be expected. It's unfortunately not a simple thing either, because of the politics, the split Germany, the Cold War requirement for both sides to suddenly now see the Germans on their side of the border as the good guys all of a sudden, because the bad guy is just over on the other side. So it's not exactly a simple process. Not to mention that both sides of Germany were effectively looted of all their goods, both from the east and the west. So, considering that as well, makes it a difficult process.
I can only imagine. But then again, given that I've also seen my fair share of war movies growing up for the sake of my social economic classes, I'm only barely scratching the surface. I mean, shit, if we're also talking about movies that we've only seen once that takes place in the said war, The Pianist is also up there. I've only seen that movie just once, and I was left really, really scarred from the whole thing from it. Look, my empathy was really put into the ringer from that said movie. It really did. I will also tell this right now, chat. If you are gonna try to watch it, please get plenty of tissues, if you will, because you're going to need it for the tears that'll come down to your face.
Maybe I should try and steer the conversation away from sad films.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
I am sorry that I have dragged us down this long and sad tangent.
Well, maybe we should also try talking about more movies then.
Okay. Any in particular on your mind?
considering doing a little, going back into watching older films that I have done in the past. I'm a little bit torn between doing something that's on the comedic side or, oh, honey, hi!
Hey,
Hey!
Hello.
How are you?
doing a lot better than I was yesterday, I can tell you that much.
That's good.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, I actually managed to get some decent work done. I
Okay.
can be proud of it.
Lecker.
That's good. That's good.
Though I will say I am getting a bit of a sweet tooth.
What are you gonna do? What are you? Well, we got the cakes that's from Tim's, or are you in the mood for something else?
I was actually getting a hankering for some Bill Miller iced tea.
Bill Miller iced tea.
Yeah, you can just get a gallon of it.
Hmm.
But
Wait,
I also
did you say
know we need to
Tim's?
save money. But I also know we need to save money because rent is coming up.
Well, I did manage to make some iced tea, but it's from Lipton, so not from Lipton. It's the tea that I made, but this time it's sweet tea flavor instead of lemonade flavored. So, oh, thanks for the care package. Maybe that might help.
Maybe. I'll give it a try once I'm there. Yeah, I also hopped in on Fairbanks' stream earlier to check in on him, see how he's doing.
Oh,
Got a bit of a persistent cough and such, but he seems to be fine otherwise.
that's
Well,
good.
they seem to be fine otherwise. Excuse
Well,
me.
Banks did say that they were recovering from an ick, and honestly, I am glad that they are actually getting better. It's just that coughs take a while for it to fully go away on its own.
Yep. Believe me, I know. I got a persistent cough I've had for years.
I also had persistent sniffles for years too, so yeah, the kids are fucked.
Yeah. No, the kids will be fine. Mine's not from allergies or anything. That's what happens when you're around silica dust for nigh on a dozen years,
Grace is in the box.
as she normally does.
Earlier she gave me a
Box.
scare that I could have sworn you came home early because I heard the door open slightly a shift. But it was then that when I hear the door open that I quickly turn around wondering who's there, and then I saw Grace coming in like she owns the place.
Well, she does own the place.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Ah, thank goodness. We are currently in ad break right now as we speak, but I'm currently doing tier 3 Patreon headshots as we go. We had to steer the topic away from talking about war films because it's not for the it's
Yes, it got very sad very quickly.
yeah.
We started on Forrest Gump and it kind of just spiraled from there.
War films?
Yep.
As I said, it started with Forrest Gump. Went into a brief tangent about his service in the Vietnam War and then spiraled from there.
Gotcha, okay.
And we're gonna be going in our own little war later down the line. By tomorrow, because we're gonna be playing Space Marine 2.
Funny how that game glorifies war when we know it's absolute shite.
And
It's important to remember the difference in context is the 41st millennium is A, a fictional setting, B, everything fucking sucks and we all know it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rachel, hi! Welcome to the Paper Plane In. It's nice to actually see you here again. We are currently drawing tier 3 Patreon headshots. And right now we're doing the rough inks of these set headshots as we speak. Normally we had 5 headshots, but one of my Patreon pledgers is taking a break because things has been escalated in his side of the end, and I really genuinely hope that they're okay. But yeah, we're trying our best to talk about other movies, if you will, and I'm considering watching old movies that I grew up with. I'm just a little bit tied in between on going for something comedic or going for something a little bit suspenseful.
I'd be willing to watch a good comedy, like maybe, for example, let's say Spaceballs.
I mean, Spaceballs is fine, but I also feel like watching another old classic that my dad recorded.
Naked Gun.
Airplane.
Oh. And that's blood.
Yeah, cause look, I like Airplane. It's one of the few it's one of the comedies that I actually had a field day with.
Welcome to the middle school kids out.
But I wouldn't mind actually watching a Mel Brooks movie, like not just Spaceballs, but I'm also in the hankering for Blazing Saddles or Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Just thinking of thank you, Ice Ray. Just thinking of old comedy movies. The Three Amigos comes to mind for some reason.
I
I've
remember
seen
that.
that one.
That, for context, that was my Naked Gun.
Wait a minute, speaking of Naked Gun, hold on. Oh shit, I just realized something. Is it still going? Because I know that there's a thing called the Naked Gun, which is like, a successor to the first Naked Gun series. Okay.
Yeah. I think.
Okay, hold on. Oh wait! It's still going! It's still going! It's still going! It's still going! Okay. Good. I thought for a minute there we lost our one window to watch it. Meh.
Honey, we'll go on Sunday, okay? Since there's no game on Sunday, that'd be our chance.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Pardon me a bit.
Thanks for the squishies.
Another moment.
You're like, that's tragic. And as for movies, I'm considering going back to some that are made that are about me grandpa, World War II films, to like Fury the Tank and those related to them. Let's see. I may also snap you a headshot, but I might want to take a small different direction. But maybe we can talk about it later. And I think it's about a TV special about who hears about the romance of Betty Boop. Ah! Hold on a second, my goober's by the window. Okay. Okay. There we go. I am back. Whoosh. Alright, thank you guys for waiting for me to actually come back from all that. It's just that Steve decided to greet me by the window. Did someone summon a gremlin? No, not yet. Considering the fact that it was just Steve having fun again. And you know what? I think I would take that. But speaking of fun, I think somewhere down the line I want to go back to the pool again in the weekend. I know, mainly because we learned that the public pool is going to be ending by the last Sunday of this month, because by then everything is going to be closed up for the rest of the season. And by that season, I mean school season. Remember, it's important to stay cool because summer is a persistent motherfucker.
Listen.
Okay, yes, Emerald Marine. Hold on. Is this regarding about the question about who here has heard the romance of Betty Boop? I mean, I've known a little bit of Betty Boop, the character, but I've never seen that one before. Sorry. Hi!
Also, I thought you might want this.
My phone! Oh. Oh no. Sorry there, fellas, but I'm going into a tunnel.
Just got here. I'm here.
Hello, Gremlin.
It is too hot!
Well, yeah, when it dries season coming.
Oscar was trying to go back into water play world, but it's closed for the day!
Sure.
Ow!
Have you considered either? What about the fridge?
I would, but there's no room!
Wait, why is there no room in the fridge? Surely it's not that full.
Squishies!
She's got one in her mouth.
Ah!
Come here. Get it out.
My squishy!
You're not supposed to put them in your mouth, Gremlin.
Just stand in bed, Chuck.
Listen! What these Chuck is looking in back now? Here's Chucky pudding ice for you. I demand more.
When you have boy, you'll turn into Jetman and do yourself.
Yeah? That's it! The food is actually fun! It's full of buffalo meat!
When do we have buffalo? Buffalo's awesome.
Since I came back from hunting. Like I said, Haskerman has been busy.
There are 5 of them in there!
Yes,
Really?
yes. Five, 4 is for Haskerman, 1 is for the E.
Hey. How can you eat so many?
Because Haskerman wants to grow muscle.
You tried this before, remember?
Yes. I got kicked in the head.
By Santa, apparently.
Crickleman killed all my buds, and I am not going to repeat history. I learned my lesson. I studied the enemy.
If you study the enemy, you know not to fight him!
I studied the enemy, so I know how to beat him.
You are an absolute reckless idiot!
Take your own advice. Learn from your mistakes. Don't go after the Twinkle Men like that.
But Husker
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
never.
What just happened? I just shook a gremlin in a towel.
But he's finishing. Husker has an idea, Arco. I have come to make compromise. You will have 2 1/2. I will have 2 1/2 meat. Okay, this is done. I am gonna try to go back and maybe, just maybe. Houseman has an idea now.
Someone set up a fart reverb.
Someone put in the
Someone put what in the
I was gonna say I was gonna go peacefully to Barovia, but since y'all are being
Barovia?
mean,
There is no piece of Barovia though.
I guess Ichi Boys for 3 days.
Oh god.
Good thing she's not a wizard, because I don't feel shit.
Hey guys, what did I miss?
Try to cast a spell.
Someone let
Again?
rip in the inn.
I can smell it in the air! No! Why? Open it up the windows, okay?
My nose is broken.
Ah.
You tried casting Kitchen Balls for 3 days without the
Wait, excuse me?
You tried casting
She
Balls
decided
for 3 days.
to retaliate by casting itchy balls
Itchy balls for
for 3 days.
For 3 days.
Yeah, and I don't feel shit because she's a wizard.
Well, I'm glad you seem to be immune.
But what if it's? But what if it's a powerful spell though? You know what? Absolutely fair. Wait a second. I don't have any balls. That may be true, but I think it's. I think she's talking to the ones who have them in the chat.
Oop, Steve is dead.
Don't worry, Steve is okay. He's preoccupied.
Has he got a cat to deal with?
I mean, Grace was there, but now she disappeared. She's on the other end of the hall now. But yeah, I kind of want to going back into the top of the movies. I kind of want to. I'm in the mood to watch the classic that is Airplane again, and I'm on the fence in making this one a movie for the entire inn to watch, if you will. I'm sorry for this, but I hope you don't mind and repose. May I also have a snap? I might want to take a I also snap up a headshot, but I might want to make it a different direction. But maybe we could talk about it later. Which headshot though that you're talking about, Emerald Marine? Because these are for the tier 3 headshot pledgers. And speaking of which, let me actually go ahead and save this real fast. Okay. 8. Yep, I know, and that'd be the headshot that I'm talking about. Excuse me? Hey, Mickey, I got a question. Why did Gremlin put alligators in my guest room?
That's where she was storing them.
Ah, dearest gravity.
right, Gators. Info man. It works, and now apparently she's doing Buffalo.
And besides, Emerald Marine, this is not your headshot. This is another person's headshot, if you will. I know you mean
I
well, but
think
what
I
is it?
think Emerald Marine is implying that he wants to talk about her headshot later.
Oh, wait, what?
From the context I can get from the first message, it was something she wanted to discuss later about a different headshot.
Oh,
But I don't know the specifics.
okay. Then, I might need some level of clarification when you message me later because I'm absolutely drawing a blank. Sorry. The bed is sort of flattened. Just make sure you don't smoosh Joe.
Do my best.
Love you.
Love you too. No worries, I'll get rid of the gators. All the gators are gone and back into the swamps where they belong. Just heard Gremlin yelling at the gators are gone. Oh dear.
Okay, I need to pop down to do a grocery run, so I'll be back in a bit.
Okay,
See you soon.
see you soon. Love you.
Love you too.
Oh, dearest gravity. I am in a lot of heat right now. Jesus. I'm gonna go check the weather real fast, chat. It's only 94 right now! Jeez. But it feels much hotter than usual. What's the humidity? 50%? Oh! Oh, that's not very nice! Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, we can actually make this work. Positive. Okay. I'll give her a Tootsie Pop to calm her down. I think you're gonna need a little bit more than that to calm her down, but you know what? I wish you luck on giving it a shot. Oh wait, yep, my fault. I got it wrong. Never mind. It's okay, Emerald Marine. I'm just a little confused on what you're actually referring to about. Wait a minute. Are you actually referring to the squishy? Because you are one of my tier 2 pledgers. An effort is made. You know, that is fair. That is fair. Because I'm trying my best to clear the communication where I could. I could apply it to the squishy. I'll think about it. Alrighty then. Just take as much time as you can, alright? But you know, speaking of something tied to squishies, later down the line, I am certainly going to give it a shot to find time to design. I'm gonna go find time to actually do the House of Plushies again. Something I haven't done in about last year, and that's something that needed to be situated because a lot of my friends have their plushies, have their looks already been formatted to, you know, into their current looks, and I'm really falling behind in terms of designing House of Plushies. So wouldn't it be nice to actually get back into the swing of things with that? alright. No, thank you, thank you. Okay, that one looks a little bit off. There you go. Oh. There you go. I think I got that thing situated right. Oh. But yeah, I am also looking forward to us continuing a little bit more when it comes to the solo D&D campaign. This one is going to be a little bit different compared to how I played my. Things are going to be a little bit the same, but also a little bit different because I will say the one thing I will say about this upcoming solo D&D campaign I'm doing is that only one character is making a comeback. One. The other is going to be completely different. Mainly because I want to actually try out on doing something different with this character. So we're going to go ahead and work on this. Going to be doing this. Ah! Oh, okay. Ah. Doing the Magina, the jewel that's right here. But you know, I've kind of hit a little bit of a conundrum, chat. I said to myself that I want to actually draw my to draw more male characters often. Ah! Thank you. Hey, now, if anyone deserves a pillow toss right now, it's me. Hey, it's okay. You know, we all make mistakes here. What I'm trying to say is that, before, that happened, I said, I'm a little bit of a conundrum right now, chat. I said to myself that I should actually start drawing more male characters often because look, I like drawing my waifus and how well they turned out, but I do want to get good in order to make them look good. But at the same time, I've reached a little bit of a conundrum that I got a few characters that I want to actually draw out. And it doesn't help that I got a new waifu that's occupying in the brain at the moment when I really wanted to actually draw more male characters, especially since I want to make them, you know, really, really appealing. But then there's one waifu that's been coming in my head is not making my job a little bit easier. Rika looks beautiful in your art style, Mickey. Oh, thank you, thank you. You need more meat on your plate. I'm trying, but it's just that there's this new character design that I want to draw somewhere down the line. Okay. I don't know if we'll ever get all of these characters done in time, considering the fact that we're in such a short time schedule. But I'll see what I can actually do. Besides, we did kind of started this thing a little bit late than usual. And we definitely need, yeah, this definitely, I don't know if this will be done in time, but I'm gonna try to see how much will I actually finish. can't help but wonder, how do you guys ever feel about the idea of me drawing male fan service, if you will? Because I did a lot of titillating art when it comes to my female characters, but not much when it comes to my male characters. So I want to ask a good I'm asking here right now if there's some folks who actually like the idea of me making titillating art when it comes to my male characters. You're okay with that? You'd be okay with that? That's great. That's great. I'm actually glad to hear that. Because while it's fun for me to actually draw my female characters, I think the men definitely needed more love. So that definitely needs to be fixed. It's just that as of late, I'm gonna be very honest with ya. I can't help but actually find myself be drawn back into the siren song that is Diablo 2. Cause now that I got myself a new PC, I find myself playing a little bit more when it comes to Diablo 2, and basically having a field day with it. Oh my goodness! We've reached 300! Chat! Oh, Emma Marie, thank you so very much! Thank you! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That means we did it! Now we can have Golem added into our stream. We can have Golem added into the streams. Ah, shit. Okay. Hold on. Let me actually make that to as version 5 instead. There you go. But we did it, chat! We actually did it! We've reached up to we have reached the latest goal! We've reached 300! Long as no one uses it for cringe like Tangia in some streams. Wait, really?
Well, that is, I mean, you know what? I don't know.
Oh, so hi, Bio.
Yeah, hi, hello. We 300, let's fucking go.
Right.
It's crazy. Yeah, shout out to Emerald Moraine for coming in with the tip.
I wonder if I should actually design, add in new incentives for top donators, if you will. Sorry, team text-to-speech on Twitch makes me hate it on streams. Wait, really?
But I mean, some of it could just be like, I don't want it to take my job from reading out the chat. Plus, especially if it's if you're like already knee deep and you're just like you can't read most of the messages, so it's, you know, it probably helps that it's like it's specialized messages, but also messages that you might have missed, or like, you know, particular questions that, you know, wanting to be heard. Speaking of, I actually have a look at Golden, because I feel like we could make it work. I feel like we could make this work. I just gotta. Alright. So what I'm thinking is if we open up the chest area, maybe like lift the head up a little bit, it'll probably be easy to add in the feature. I'll find some way to work around it.
Okay.
Don't worry, just trust the process. Trust the process. just
I
just
said,
don't ask how.
I said some unless it can be regulated. It's the ones that make it's the ones that make ones that should not be said up to the streamer on an audience. Those that abuse. Wait, really?
Well, it's all up to like it's just practical. It all comes down to common sense. Like if you're gonna use a text-to-speech program that if you could do whatever, like if you could write whatever messages you want. You could send love, you could send jokes, but it's all as long as they have no malicious intent, then it's all good. Because we don't want that one person to come in and ruin the fun.
This is
If that makes sense. Yep. Ugh.
You good?
Okay. Yeah. I'm fine. I'm just had like 3 hours of sleep. I'm not gonna go into... You know what? There's nothing to worry about. Okay. I am perfectly fine.
I have so
Perfectly
many questions, but I'll only ask one. Why do you have 3 hours of sleep last night?
You know what? I could say, but I'd have to ask my partner for that. I'd have to ask my fiance that. I gotta ask Phantom for that. But hey, but look, either way, I am perfectly fine. I am already on my first cup of coffee, and I've got to do the front lawn later today, so hopefully I don't pass out. Or, just fucking up. Just like, oh, I'm just gonna... No, have you ever just sat down and just think, oh, or lie down, like, oh, I'm just gonna have like a little nap, and then when you wake up, it's like 4 hours have passed and your mouth is drying and just like... Oh, shit.
You're gonna get Mickey into mom mode. A little too late for that. Oh.
Yeah, too little, too late. I think Phantom was good.
My nose, it itches. Oh boy. Okay.
Itchy nose again.
I'm trying to make it be under control. I am.
You know what? I think. You know what? I do feel like you just need to find, like, you need to have like a sort of like a scratching post, but only for your nose. So then, if you ever just do that, you could just like just rub it aggressively, but not too aggressively. Otherwise, you end up in a sneezing fit. Trust me, it's just it. Yeah, because that always happens every time. I just happen to like wipe, rub my nose. Okay.
Stick a bottle of brush up your schnoz. I know. I think that would be even more uncomfortable. That'll just make me, I don't know if that'll actually work. That'll just make my nose a little bit more uncomfortable than it should.
And it might go up to your brain.
Yeah.
I'm just right now. I am doing a thing. I'm giving myself like a lot of options. There's like there's a bunch of like really neat clothes that I own.
Ooh.
As well. Yeah. So I'm just basically just taking my robo guy, my persona, if you will, in those clothes in particular, and especially clothes that I would kind of see myself in.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? There's one of them that just. God, I'm gonna blame the internet for making this connection. But just, you know what? I'll probably just like screen cap it and then just like maybe. There we go.
Okay, one more head. One more head. Okay.
One more head. One more hand with the dance of free and gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Anyway, I shot it over to your DMs if you want to have a look at it for a bit.
Give me a second
But-
so I can actually do the thing.
That's alright, but don't show it on stream because it's gonna be a surprise.
Oh, so that's what you're cooking.
Yep, that's it. I'm gonna be fresh as fuck. Although the middle one, I feel like if I added a coat, I'm gonna be compared to another TV-headed guy who happens to own a variety talk show.
Oh,
Anyway.
no.
Oh no, yeah.
It's gonna be really hard for me to do something that isn't doing YouTube today. Well, after this stream, considering the fact that I'm kind of sort of boycotting YouTube as we speak.
Oh, right. The age verification thing that's gonna be rolling out. I didn't even know about it until like yesterday during the on the day when I found out about it. I'm just like, oh, so like it's happening on the 13th, and I looked at the calendar. It's 13th. Oh, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I mean, it hasn't probably affected me. Maybe because I watch a bunch of like 18+ stuff. Not porn on YouTube. I mean, good God. Imagine that.
I think if anything, this I just hope that this boycotting does kind of work. It's just that why is this age verification thing a thing these days, you know?
It's just okay. So, apparently, it was meant to be a thing to regulate. Apparently, if this is my game theory, either take it or leave it. It is something to do with the fucking. Alright, okay. It is something to do with people who somehow lie about their age, who they say oh, okay. The best way to describe it, it's. Have you seen Hot Fuzz? Has anyone seen Hot Fuzz?
No.
Okay. All right. There's this bit where this officer just goes up to this kid, is like, "Excuse me, are you old enough to drink?" I'm like, so yeah, I'm old enough. I was like, "What year were you born?" And he said, "Every year." He just said, "Get out." So basically, it's just that, but it's just, on the internet. Like, what? I mean, shit. It's already gonna bite itself in the ass, but I'm just saying. This is coming off someone who's pretty late to the party, very late.
It's just that
Okay.
I'm the one thing that kind of that I'm a little bit worried for, which a lot of folks are too, is that doing this kind of is it invites the potential for the hugest data security breaches, because not only are these particular sites are asking you for your ID, but if they store it, that spells disaster,
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright, Lord Bluff. They can't just do it for one because of the new online safety acts of the UK, EU, and Australia. Nope. Etc. that countries are following, and people think one will pop up in the US. yeah, it's certainly you know what, I was gonna say it's certainly a game theory, but at this point it's not even a game theory, it's just it's a cold hard truth. Like, God forbid, I just wanna, like, the whole point of how I look, like, especially of how I'm presented, is to make myself, like, you know, synonymous, and just to make myself, like, at least, like, it doesn't even matter what I look like in my human form, or how my creator looked like for said model. I'm still working on the lore for my thingy. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. I just know that this person existed, and they, you know, and I have been given a second chance.
Let's see. I
Just didn't.
Sorry.
No. I'm done. I'm done with my weird ass tangent, which sort of teases my lore drop.
But yeah, I just can't help but worry, you know, that if this is going to be the thing, this is not going to end well if there is going to be a major security breach, cause.
It actually paints a much larger target for individuals that have given their such about it, and not to mention if you happen to be involved with groups like, you know, very, you know, groups that they deem as problematic, you know, but, you know, i.e. groups that, you know, shoot out common sense. They have more chances of actually, you know, tracking your info down, finding it, and then reporting the authorities. So that's like, I mean, that's a fucking, it's just sort of a one, you know, a thing to, you know, one thing that leads to another type situation. Like, it just leads into, wait, a chain reaction. That's what I was fucking saying. It just leads into a very dangerous chain reaction. If that makes sense. I hope.
Do you think this is gonna bite these said companies in the butt?
Yep. They'll just, it's like, it's, yeah, and especially if it's like, and they'll probably just be like, oh, and you know what? It also comes down to the age-old argument that it's you know, it's like, it's not the companies or the video creators or any of this stuff that is supposed to look after my kids. It's the parents. Every time. It's the same song and fucking dance that is played for decades. Like, ever since the internet, since the beginning of the internet, the start of video games, it's always been that same fucking straw man argument.
Let me see. The bigger surprise is that it's been smaller content creators talking about the age verification than the bigger ones. Because I've read online that it is said that smaller sites cannot afford the top-end security compared to bigger companies like YouTube, if you will. This will most likely tank these smaller sites, and they would actually make things go into bankrupt sooner.
Yep. It's just, yeah. I mean, shit, there's definitely, like, outlets, like, bigger content creators that would be speaking up about it, but, I mean, they might have mentioned it, but one way or another, they've got, like, there's other stuff to worry about.
I have returned.
Welcome back, dear.
And we were talking. Yeah, hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. We were talking about that we're rapidly approaching the 1984 era of the internet. Very fun. Very, very fun.
I don't think I've
And not
actually read that book itself, but maybe I should.
Most people who quote it generally haven't, unfortunately, myself included.
Yeah, I've been meaning to read it and also watch the book. Sorry. I was meant to watch the movie that was based off the book.
Yeah, I think I have seen the film, but I've never read the book.
It's like, I'm pretty sure the movie is like a 1-to-1 adaptation. I mean, like, sort of.
Nah. Okay. Wait, no. Okay, there we go. Wait. Hold on.
Hello?
The plan of attack is this, where I just fill them up with gray first, and everything afterwards will just be filled with colors. And given that I'm boycotting YouTube as we speak, I had to use other means when it comes to playing today's music. So I decided to go into where it all started and play my Ragnarok Online 2 soundtrack.
Oh, fuck, man, that's a game I've haven't heard in forever.
Ragnarok
Holy
Online?
shit.
Yes.
Ragnarok Online.
That
That's
game
insane.
is almost like it's a little over 20 years old now. I'm also surprised myself, but that is one of my very first MMOs that I've ever played, and hasn't left a strong foundation when it comes to my core personality.
Yep. It is the game that has defined you in a way.
Let's see. I didn't do anything because we're currently in ad break as we speak. But yeah,
Yep.
I'm also considering doing some Ragnarok Online fan art to commemorate that its anniversary for its release is coming in. Oh, hi, Jake.
Hello.
Late lunch today.
You all right?
It's just been a lot of off calls today.
I can only imagine, but at least you're taking a break, and that's important.
Yep. Finally had my half hour so I can, relax a little bit, work on my own stuff.
Good.
Yep.
Currently, I'm in the middle of doing the flats, the colors, but I don't know if I'll get all of them done in time.
That's fine.
It,
Other than that, we have hit 300%. We have reached $300 for my Donathon goal.
Nice.
which is the text-to-speech feature on Golem, which I already had a look earlier, and there is like options of where to install it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, if everything goes well, it should be pretty easy.
We just gotta make sure we find a text-to-speech program that is not Gen AI based.
Well, I mean, or you know what, even fucking or even fucking old school, like Microsoft Sam.
No, there are plenty
Or
of
even-
older ones that should still be available. At least I hope that they're not. I hope they are still available. I wouldn't put it past companies to start purging them.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
whatever.
The big
Old.
The big problem with Gen AI is right now the
Like
reason they're
that?
pushing so hard. The reason they're pushing for it so hard specifically, apart from the obvious copyright implications, the reason they're pushing so hard is because in order to make it profitable, they need people to be actively using it in a way that gets them return on investment. The
Yeah,
problem
exactly.
with
So the
using-
more they, yeah. So it's that. It's exactly that.
basically every time somebody uses it costs them a bit of money, but every time they train the AI on something also costs them a lot of money. So they need to make their money's worth back, probably in the form of some form of harvested data or from
Yeah.
licensing, because
That's it. Which
There
is why
are-
you see. Sorry, go on.
there are certain use cases where I would consider Gen AI to be acceptable in a limited capacity. If you're doing, say, business planning, for example, and you need AI to build a template of your
Hi,
design plan,
welcome back.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah,
But-
it's.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
shit. It's not acceptable, period, because of the energy cost.
I agree with this as well.
Yeah.
That's another major problem.
Yeah,
Like,
and
even
they
if we're-
also got.
Sorry.
It's
you mean-
cold.
No, it's alright. I was gonna say it could, and also they would also have to pay the energy bill as well, and not to mention having to pay, like, even if it's just like fucking pocket change to them, it's still like. Yeah, again, it's not only that, but yeah, look, at the end of the day, it just costs money to use, and it costs money to just get royalties in return. Like, the users pay for the licenses, and in return, they have to pay for it to do that. So at,
Yeah, but
at
the
the end
problem
of
is it all relies on big data and
yeah,
constant
data. And,
reprocessing of said data, which makes it very expensive. And of course, the power concerns. Even if you were someone who didn't believe in climate change, there is a very real problem that doesn't involve climate change, and it's called the power grid. Because as it turns
Yes.
out, those things have limited capacity. And
Yeah.
even in ideal circumstances where you don't have extreme strain on the grid, these Gen AIs are just sucking up power to generate all this processing
it.
power that they need all the time. We had a similar
that's-
problem with cryptocurrency generation.
Yeah, which is like it just reads to that because it needs to, like, unless they have like a separate power grid that's like separate from the power grid that the general public has to use for, let's say, just using, to keep the lights on, power power the lights, kitchen appliances, buildings, and offices and stuff. And as long as it could just be a remote area. Like, that's why in some instances, in some, like, let's say like sci-fi stuff, for example, they have like it could show a, because there are instances where they have like servers that are like dipped in water because those conduits or those fucking things, they heat up as well, and they also tend to like burn through so much.
That is also
Oh yeah, it's also worth pointing out that it uses gallons upon gallons of water for each individual prompt.
Seriously?
Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's the thing. For each AI prompt, it's like dumping a bottle of water in the desert.
yeah, so that is why whenever they try to have several, when they have, okay,
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
we have a hype train. We have a hype train. Okay, calm down. We have a hype train.
Actually,
Yeah.
this
Oh, I
does
feel
look
like it's coming. I feel like there's something coming.
Have been occupied today, but seeing the headshot now, you're doing fantastic, Nikki. Oh, thank you. It's just that, just hearing how many gallons of water is needed to make one prompt.
So
Chad, please fund your artists. Please fund and support your artists. We don't take that much we don't take that much electricity.
like, yeah, and not to mention, like, that's why you'd have like, again, if they had like a dedicated server, it would probably have You'll probably be somewhere that has like an abundance of water, or just straight up in the Arctic Circle.
Do I have a splatter brush?
So,
A splatter
It's-
brush. Oh,
it's literally gotten to the point where, I can't remember if it was Microsoft or Google, they're commissioning their own power station for one of their Gen AI facilities.
Oh no, it's not just their own power station. They're buying out nuclear reactors too.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I can't wait for the
oh, that's gonna go.
2029 nuclear disaster in the United States because somebody
It's gonna be-
run a private
it's
nuclear
like-
reactor.
They, like, you know, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's this mini series called Chernobyl. I think these Silicon Valley tech bros need to look at that and watch that. I highly recommend it, and it also shows the absolute horrors of unaccounted, for unaccountability. It's prominent for being completely unaccounted for, and the consequences of nuclear.
So, yeah, not to be alarmist, because nuclear power these days is actually relatively safe. The whole thing with Chernobyl is a combination.
What the fuck?
You took all the part!
I only had 3 pieces.
What the fuck? Okay, all right.
What's up?
Kick his ass.
Coffee is good.
Get him!
Kick his
Get him!
Like the tips and get more.
No, you get.
Buddy,
You-
next time
bro-
might not be in another month.
No. You've got to go back out there and get some more.
I'm a mover too, but it takes one to know one.
That's true. That is so true.
I am so sorry for
Okay.
the out of context yelling and screaming. It's just that Steve, we got ourselves barbecue pork from our favorite or from our favorite shop, our Asian mart, if you will.
Yeah.
Thing is, we only got ourselves like half a pound, so there's not much of it. And Steve snapped a good chunk of it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow!
Are you kidding me? Brother, do you know how expensive that shit is?
Well, technically,
Is it that
half a
expensive?
Half a pound's like $5.11.
Okay, but the availability. My god. Oh my god.
You come back
No.
A little under
Actually-
half.
Half a oh, okay, well.
Oh, yeah, you know, I can't stay mad at you when you're eating this puppy face.
You're just oh my god. You can't no.
Come here.
You just
Come
come
on,
back.
Ford, next time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright. Chat,
Uh,
clip that. Make sure you make sure if Steve forgets, Mikoto, you could probably show if anyone clips this,
I get another taste.
Mikoto, just show that clip for like evidence.
If you got
We have it on
certain
record.
Asian marts, it's surprisingly cheap in the U.S. Basically.
Yeah.
We get our bag of rice. It's like a 10-pound bag.
Yeah. Shit, that's not bad.
Let me see here.
I'm gonna find something to snack on that isn't in short supply.
Okay, thank you.
Well, you have an abundance of.
Okay, I think I got enough time to do at least one headshot color, and I think I got just the one.
What I
There he
was-
is. There's my boy.
Worms,
It's-
Oh,
worms, worms,
it's the.
worms,
Oh, okay.
worms. Okay, there's.
Yeah, coming back to the whole nuclear.
Actually, Dave, if I could divert from the discussion of AI, I would like to talk about this character that Miki's
Sure,
gonna be
go for
working
it.
on, if that's okay.
Yeah, we're just moving on in general, but yeah, go on.
Okay, so chat, basically, Basically, I'm working on this Mario-inspired project called Project Dishworld, right? And this is my Waluigi-inspired character. It is not Maxwell. Maxwell is a very different person. Although, then again, he might fit right in here at the Paper Plane Inn. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he's gonna be a regular, then yeah, I guess.
He might. I'm not saying like, you know, like, whatever. I'm not trying to implicate anything.
No. But look, hey, look, if this guy starts making any trouble, or if he's doing that, we're gonna have to give him like a couple of.
Oh no, I'm talking about Maxwell, not this dude. This is Wax.
Okay.
No, this guy is definitely not a good fit for the Paper Plane Inn because he is a terminally online troll.
Okay, so, bro. Oh yeah, I could see that. He probably just goes into. Man, I can kind of see him as like a, as like someone who happens to, you know, who happens to have a Kick account. So like, I know that one. I just like to imagine that he streams on Kick and just harasses like people and stuff.
Oh no, worse, he's a Redditor.
Oh no. Fucking hell.
Oh no.
Fucking hell. Oh no. Fuck. He probably goes into.
He frequents Reddit and 4chan and is very opposed to the local government.
I'm not a big fan of the government, Daddy on Daddy. I'm not a big fan of the government, Daddy on Daddy.
Yeah, except in like in the story proper, there's like literally nothing wrong with it. He's just edgy for edgy's sake.
So he's a good old nihilist, right?
Well, just like my ex.
I wouldn't say a nihilist, more like a rabble rouser, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Like he's an anarchist. That's the word.
Yeah.
Not
Or
often
thinks
do
he's
I
the
actually.
Joker.
Not often do I actually draw the back of the mouth, but here we are. I just realized. I know I forgot to put in the glasses, but trust me, I'll do it. It all comes full circle.
I'm trusting the process.
Exactly. Trust the process. Trust the process.
Well, I gotta
Just
say,
like.
I gotta say, without the glasses, he kind of reminds me of someone that we don't talk to anymore.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that sounds.
You see it, don't you?
Ew! I kind of.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I think you're not wrong. If maybe that's something I should add into my new soundboard.
Brother,
That one, yeah.
What's that?
I should definitely add that into my I should definitely add that to my
Add that as a sound redeem.
soundboard. Yep, that's a sound redeem.
All right, I sent one to. Yesterday, I sent one to Cardell.
Oh, we got ourselves a jar redeem. So
Oh boy.
1 is Dave, 2 is Bio, 3 is Jay, 4 is Steve, 5 I turn into a plushie and I go into the jar, and 6 I'm rolling again. I am so very sorry. Jake.
I knew it!
Any last
Well-
words?
I apologize for bringing up he who shall not be named.
And to be fair, he is a joke of him. He's a big joke anyway.
Truthfully, I wasn't even thinking of him when I was trying to draw him. I was trying to base him off Waluigi, but make him look still distinctive. You know what I mean?
True. Okay, I think I have just the brush hair for this.
Oh yeah. Something else about this guy. He hasn't showered in over 10 years.
Ew.
You know what?
If you look closely at the design, you can actually see some of the questionable stains on him.
I could see this. You know what? Even looking at him, I could smell I could smell it. I could smell him by just looking at this design. I could just.
And he has a
Yeah,
neck.
basically.
And he has.
And he also lives in his mom's basement, who happens to be a smoker.
And he has the neck beard. My.
Yes,
The remnants. Oh, yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I am a woman of class. The only thing I ask for my partners, my male partners, I have to be a little bit more specific, is that I prefer a person who grooms themselves and take care of themselves. I'm okay with beards, so long as you know how to style it properly. The only thing I ask for is that no neck beards in our relationship. None. Zip,
Yeah,
got none.
Yeah, you just look, if your man's ain't cleaning yourself up or giving yourself proper shit, like if you're gonna grow out your beard, for God's sakes, just shave under the jawline if you've got a noticeable neck beard. I've already I probably touched upon this earlier of how I look, compared to how I present myself online and compared to how I look in real life. It's like
Day and night?
it just day and night. Yeah, it's like that, but that's why I sort of depict myself as this cobbled, this robot who's just, made up of, it's just retrofitted with just stuff, with an artificial intelligence, which I still am trying to figure out who my creator is. But anyway, I've already explained that. I don't want to drop any more stuff. You're gonna have to either figure that out for yourself, or you can just wait. Just bear with me.
Cat, you doing good? Is everyone okay? I can smell
I
it.
think everyone.
I can smell
him from the screen.
He smells of rotting onions, desperation, and garbage, and pure disappointment. This guy would definitely be he would definitely just if you're trying to not debate him, but just he seems like the kind of guy that would just take a decent conversation into an argument, and then he'll end up just making you into a soy jack. For sure.
Oh, do you guys want to hear what he sounds like?
I'm afeared.
Do you have a voice claim or just something?
Oh, I just straight up do the voice myself.
Okay, okay.
Chat, can you believe this? They made me into the soy Wojak.
No.
Now, ban him,
No.
Chant.
No.
Chat, ban him. Give the ban hammer.
No.
Wait, why are you turning it on me?
No.
What?
No.
Watson, what the fuck are you talking about?
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's even funnier that the current music right now that we're playing is Cursed Pain. Ragnarok Online, Ragnarok Online, you never miss a beat.
They don't miss.
But yeah, speaking of Ragnarok Online, I'm considering doing RO fan art where I get my characters dress up as Ragnarok Online classes that is to commemorate its anniversary coming soon.
It took me a while to realize that Honor and Ragnarok Online, that came up as something very different.
Let's also fix our mistake because
Okay.
Mickey has done diddly goof again.
Oh, fuck. What? Again? What was...
Look,
Everything was just fine until you brought up something like, what's the problem?
this. That this guy is wearing glasses, so I am fixing that. tinted glasses.
Yeah.
And they're not even blue lit glasses.
No, they're just
I mean,
I
they're
don't know.
not even blue light glasses. Are they not? Are they blue light glasses, Jay?
I think he's AFK, but
Sorry, I'm back. I didn't want to ruin the floor with lava barf. That's okay. I think it is. I am actually glad that you're feeling a little bit better. I hope.
Sorry about that. Rachel just came home.
Welcome. Oh, okay.
all right.
I see you're
That's
working on the glasses now.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Since we're zoomed in on them, Watson doesn't brush his teeth either.
Ew.
I could, yeah. Minty fresh. If you, again, I'm pretty sure that comes down to like your personal preference in your significant others. Like if your man cleans their teeth, if your man's breath stinks, then get the fuck away.
I mean, does mine love?
You tried your best.
At least you're
This
trying,
doesn't-
man.
I don't know whether they're about to be insulted or not.
Listen, you try more than this guy ever did.
Bro,
I definitely need to do mine later tonight because dear Christ with a bike. Dear Christ.
You and me both.
What time is this? 5:08. I need to start getting ready to make dinner soon. You don't mind if it's spaghetti, right, sweetie? Okay.
Okay, but you want to know something that's actually kind of funny?
Huh?
One of my friends actually claims that she is attracted to Watson.
whoa, bro. You know what? Hey,
Like in a-
okay.
Like
What
in
the
an
fuck?
I can fix him sort of way.
His ass does not need fixing. He's
Nah, he needs to be put down. That's what he needs.
bro, no, bro. It needs to be put on a list. I'm dead serious.
I would say words, but I'm also a hypocrite. I was like that too with Fergus, but then again, I adopted him, changed him for the better, and look at him now.
You
He's
literally
fixed
went,
up.
I can fix him.
Yeah.
And you did. You did.
And you
Oh,
backed that claim up. Like, serious kudos on that.
Thank you.
You just made him hotter.
Oh yeah, 100%. With my hand.
You made him hotter, and very more so. So that's why whenever like whenever we talk about like Fergus, I just refer to him as like Fergalicious because you made him Fergalicious.
No, here's the thing.
Fergalicious.
You made
definition.
him gave him a sense of dignity.
Yeah. So very
Yes,
Fergalicious.
he has presence, power, charisma.
Wait, what is that? Hold on. Enhance.
What the fuck?
What
What
is
the
what?
fuck is that?
Some things are in the colors. I need to fix that.
There you go. Done. That's it. Yeah. Oh,
How did you do that?
Me?
First,
There you go.
yeah.
Well, as much as I want to color the rest, I'm gonna stop here for now because I just checked the time. As much as I want to continue further, yeah, I had to go because I needed to make dinner and I need to get ready for today's game. All right, who should we go and raid?
Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find everybody. Nope, nobody you know. I mean, Tiffany Lisland's on.
Yeah, but I think she's asleep by this point.
Yeah.
I know that Rai, Azura's own significant other, is doing a special thing for their for either a subathon or a birthday, one of the two.
Is it?
All right. Well, if you're raiding, I'm actually gonna jump out of here real quick. I got like 5 minutes left, and my wife needs me.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me get you out of that jar.
All right. See ya.
Yeah, birthday.
Take
Their
care.
birthday was a few days. Yeah, the birthday was a few days ago.
So, who? are we gonna raid?
There's probably I don't know. There's not a lot this week. Oh,
Currently playing, I think Night Rain is the game.
Night
And-
Rain. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's them, Azura and their friend Thor, I believe.
Okay.
What? Give me their name.
You got it.
Give me a name. Give me a name. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
And there you go. There's the name.
Alright,
Did you put
Put it in the sidebar.
Alright.
Okay.
Thank you
Sick.
very much.
Also, one other question. When are you able to do Ale and Tail Tavern? Because I have it, and I'd be down to play.
That's a
some
good
point.
question. Maybe somewhere around this month.
Hell yeah, I'd be down.
I truly do appreciate that you guys came by here today and watched me do these headshots for today. Join me by tomorrow as Steve, Dave, and I will take care of having more fun when it comes to Space Marine 2 and see where we gotta finish up when it comes to the other missions left to do. And
Maybe we can also do the siege mode.
who knows? But until then, may y'all have a good night. May y'all eat well and rest well. And I hope to see you guys next time in the Paper Plane Inn. Take care!
Alright, see ya.
Funny.
See ya. Bye. Again, if you... Look, just a... Oh, never mind, it's gone.